you didn't think maybe take his license away or take the car away.
Yeah.
But no one took the car away. I mean, it's really maybe they did, but parents still let him drive. He was still driving.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know if he was like doing illegal, whatever. But man, like that's just insane.
Yeah, that's
and now his life is done.
Yeah, his life is done, but he also, I mean, he just destroyed somebody else.
And what's really sad is like
that's sad.
The 4 people you killed, 3 were 13 and below.
Yeah.
Like 8, 9, and 13, right?
Yeah. That's sad. It's like he showed you signs. That's who he is. Let's figure out ways to curb that, but also let's figure out ways. Stop giving him the car.
I know,
that's
right?
The biggest problem. Maybe he should actually take classes with NASCAR or something, because then he could probably channel that energy to something else. So let's, as a society, let's be mindful and aware. Maybe this person, if this guy's a serial murderer, maybe he shouldn't be killing people. Maybe he can go out and hunt and help that butcher get extra meat.
Go hunt some animals, not humans.
Yeah, let's apply. Let's be smart.
Let's find his talent.
Let's not be.
This guy is a hell of a killer.
Let's be smart. Let's be smart, and let's figure out what also underlies it all. At the end of the day, what underlies that behavior? Maybe he's not a killer. Maybe he's only a killer in certain situations. Maybe that way in which he thinks about that certain situation can be applied to a different situation where maybe he's better at surgery. He's better at operating under pressure. Maybe he's better at being in the state of fear, and he's able to respond.
Or maybe when he
gets emergency situations for trauma-based care, and he's an emergency surgeon. Maybe he's just great at that. But let's figure out, and hopefully technology can help figure out the mindset of how people think, and then what can they best be directed towards if they're experiencing what they're experiencing and have no other way of channeling it except through ways that are a detriment to society. Let's avoid that.
Or maybe he feels threatened and doesn't know how to stop, right?
Yeah.
Like someone pushes him, and like he just like, I don't want to fight you.
Yeah.
Pushes him the third time, he just fucking loses control, right? He just like he doesn't have a turn off factor, so to speak, right?
He's like, dude,
I've known some people like that.
I've been triggered. A lot of things happen in my life. I don't want to be in that situation where I'm seen as this, or I don't want to be in a situation where you are trying to represent somebody in my life that put me in that situation. I will lash out, especially if you're weaker than me, or I can I don't see you in the same that way, and I can just go all in. So you never know everything.
You never know. Someone might be. You might see a 5'3" female. Yeah. Oh, I'm a robber, right? Not knowing she's a master, Muay Thai person, or she has a fucking handgun somewhere. Like you never know what people can do, or what they're capable of, or how the mindset is that day.
No, never. You never know. You never know. Yeah.
So last year you have passed something called Washington State House Bill 1946. Can you tell what that is?
Yes. Oh man, that was an amazing time. So I was with Seattle Social Venture Partners, and amazing organization. They're a nonprofit organization of a number of philanthropic donors, and really the main thing is how can we recognize a lot of the injustice or social injustice that's happening within the city of Seattle, and look at it through a lens of equity. Equity mostly defined as there are certain opportunities provided to X, there's other opportunities provided to Y. How can we really allow people to recognize that they have to even have a footing on? And so Seattle Social Venture Partners was lobbying with the Children's Alliance, with Stefan. Stefan was amazing. Olympia, to lobby for how can we allow for underrepresented children to have access to a mental health practitioner. And a lot of my lobbying efforts was just mostly focused on the fact that right now I'm living in a whole AI bubble. I work with not the AI bubble, but the AI boom, in which significant investment is going into AI. And quite frankly, all of that deal flow is happening across venture capitalists. And venture capital as a market, as an asset class, is more than $300 billion of capital or cash to deploy. And the rule of thumb is that you just need to hit the power law. So you can make out of one investment, or out of 20 investments, just one probably needs to work out, maybe two. But one ideally is the one who's your home run, which means out of that $300 billion, you divide that by 20, and ideally not everyone actually hits the 3.